Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
So in workflow rules, we can do four actions, right? So those actions, how can we do it?
Mm,
Those actions, how can we do it? Means can we can give one evolution criteria to meet the action to give the action, right?
mm-hmm.
So same thing, we can do it in triggers.
Okay.
Okay. So now today we are going to learn an important topic called as triggers. So how trigger will come? First, we'll take one scenario. So can as we had one object called as pulsar bike. Here we are taking requirement like this. As anniversary offer for pulsar bike, they want to give 2000 flat discount for any bike purchased above 1 lakh. So that means if whenever customer is buying on bike which is the more than 1 lakh, then automatically 2000 rupees has to come discount. Okay, this is now this is a requirement from the client side. So here, yes, we have pulsar bike object. If you click on in this bike model something, you can keep it, and price 1,20,000 I am giving. Delivery location Hyderabad. So and now for this customer, okay, let it be if it is dollars also no issues. So if it is 1,12,000, what could be the discount he has to get it?
2000.
Okay, so that means 1,18,000 has to come this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so have we got it? No, we haven't got
Mm,
it. So this thing, can we do it by workflow rule?
I think yes.
So in workflow rule, we can give the criteria and we can give the text message, whichever we are giving text, same thing it will be displayed here. But there we haven't give any text message here, right? It is formula based trigger.
No, right, right. More than on like
Yes.
$20,000.
In field update, what we can do is in case if we give any column like selected or updated something, whichever you are giving text message, that thing will be updated here. Okay. So in this kind of scenarios, we'll go with triggers.
Triggers.
Okay. So just have a look on this. This is the technical definition for triggers. Trigger is the process where actually we'll be having event activity to be planned. And once the event activity is planned, then using that event activity, the specific event brings the trigger into the picture with the trigger.new data. With the trigger.new data and
Okay.
storage which helps the under the providing all the information which performs business logic and giving the control backs to the trigger, the process goes to the database and commit happens. And that means,
Mm-hmm.
see here, just have a look on this. Here, user has updated the record. Okay, if it is more than 1 lakh, then trigger will come to the place, come to the picture. If it is more than 1 lakh, if it is less than 1 lakh, directly it will get stored in database.
Okay.
Now, once trigger comes to the picture, trigger what it will do is whichever requirement they're getting it, that criteria they'll take it and throw to class. That's it. Trigger will not do anything. Trigger won't work any on any business logic. It'll just catch the criteria and send it to the class, and each and every trigger will be having class. because in class only we'll be having all the functions, business logic, and variables, etc., etc., we'll be having in class.
Mm-hmm.
So here we had a word also. What are the famous ways to call Apex or run the code? So here we have class. By calling trigger, through trigger we are calling this class. Once this class is working on that particular criteria, then discount will be applied. That means in class itself we'll be having all the business logic. Once discount will be applied, that information will get stored in database.
Mm-hmm.
So understood or a little bit confused?
A little confused for the
Okay,
last part.
okay, 1 minute. Okay, instead of this, we'll go with another example. Okay, so here in this picture, what did you understand? There is a highway
Mm-hmm.
and we have a check post here and here. So police people they are checking something. So here this criteria is they want to check the vehicles, right?
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
here they gave one instruction. They don't want to check all the vehicles. They
Okay.
got some information, so they just want to check only particular vehicles. Like take
Maybe
one,
4 wheeler.
yes, take one white Innova. Okay, so they want to check one white Innova, and they don't have any information. What is the a number plate, etc., etc.
Okay.
Okay, so now first one car went there. Now tell me, these people will stop this car or not?
No.
Okay, so again another car. Will they stop now?
You said only white car, right?
A white Innova.
White, no, no.
Okay, they'll not stop. So now will they stop?
No.
Okay, now you're on track. See, this is the criteria. So though we have these many vehicles, they'll not stop. Got it?
Okay.
Same
Okay.
way here, if you enter any records more than 1 lakh, less than 1 lakh, they won't take it. They won't stop. So in this page, they won't stop anything. If it is more than 1 lakh, then trigger will catch it.
Yes.
Trigger will catch it and it will send it to class. So here, let me explain. So now Innova White is coming. Now what will be happen?
They'll check and
They'll stop.
they'll
First
stop.
they'll stop, and next what will
Yeah.
be happen? There are two things. One is they can interrogate on highway itself.
Or take it to the station.
Yes. Okay. So what is the best practice here? Better they can send
Mm,
it to station,
yes.
right? So here two things we discussed, right? Once they catch the exact scenario, I mean exact criteria, they need to do something,
Class.
right? So that something will be if you take highway, that will be trigger.
Highway is the trick. Okay.
You can do it all the business logic in trigger also, but that is not best practice. Why it is, we'll discuss in future classes. Okay, in
Okay.
trigger, we'll just give only criteria. Will not give any business logics in trigger.
Okay, then white Innova, for white Innova is the
That
only
that
for
is that is
requirement.
only criteria. This criteria trigger will catch it. Got it? Only this thing trigger will catch it, and next they'll send to the class. So we'll send to the station, right? So like that, they'll send it to the class. And once they send it to the station, what will be happen? One by one, they'll interrogate the people and they'll send it to the outside. Same thing. Once whichever we have written the business logic in the class, once it is applied, result will come. And next, what will be happen? They'll wait for another white Nova.
Yes.
Same thing, it will be applied here also. First, now you understood easily. First,
Yes.
will user will be update records in Pulsar bike. Here, what is the criteria? If it is more than 1 lakh, then they need to give the discount. And there is no discount column in fields. Directly, it will
Yeah.
be automatically. It has to be updated.
Okay.
So once it is more than 1 lakh, then trigger will catch it. That particular criteria. Trigger will catch that criteria and it will send it to class. In class,
Okay.
we need to have all the discount logic. And once it is done, it will go and save in database,
Okay.
excluding discount amount. That will be saved here. So here one,
Excluding.
yes, here it is 1,20,000 means 2,000 rupees will be less here, and remaining 1,80,000 will get saved here.
Okay.
If it is
User per.
90,000, 90,000 will be get saved here directly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
Got it, sir.
So now we can see. So on which object we need to work? Pulsar object. Okay, just go to setup, object manager.
Pulsar.
Okay. Now we can see two methods how we can open the trigger. We can open a trigger here also. Here we can open on the object, and another method,
Flow.
developer console.
Developers. Okay. Yeah, we have classes and triggers over
Yes,
there.
here also we can open, and here also we can open.
Which one is the better, sir?
Which one will be easy for you? You can use same thing. Both are same, no issues.
Okay.
Okay, so here you can see the triggers. If you click on
Mm.
triggers, there is no trigger as of now on this object.
Mm.
So if you want to give if you want to make any trigger on this object, so just click on new. Once you click on new, you'll be getting this page here. Trigger name on pulsar bike points. We'll be discuss everything. First, I'll save the trigger here. We have trigger and class board. So trigger I've just copied, pasting, and next one after trigger, what we should have class, right? So now we need to create one more class. For that, just click on new tab.
Classes.
So here
Classes.
apex class, yes.
New.
As of now, we have one class. So click on
Okay.
new. So here you know how to write the class, right? So simply I'm just copying
Apex.
this
Not
logic
public.
and I pasted here.
Public class. Public demonstration. Okay. Public.
We'll discuss everything one by one. We'll discuss. Okay.
Sure.
So this is a trigger and this is a class. Both are ready with us. So now tell me which one has to save first.
First
Yes,
class.
exactly. Because if you save trigger what it will be doing? It will send it to class.
Yes.
If there is no class, then it won't work.
Yes.
So now you're understanding the logics very well. Okay. So class, I'm just saving this. Yes, class got saved. And next, trigger also got saved. Got it? So now we'll create new record in Pulsar bike. So customer name.
So after the class, I mean 5 minutes, I want to check the class in the flow. I need help.
Yeah, okay. So 1,25,000 I gave here. So how much has to come?
123.
So earlier it was not coming.
Yes.
Got it?
So the it comes for the new orders or only old orders also it will come?
No. Now in triggers we have three modules. First, in that first step only we are learning. So in first step we are taking only before. For new records only we are giving. You can do
Okay.
it for old records also. For that
Mm.
we have use lesson. Uh, we can go with one module called as context variable. Next class will learn that. So now we can
Okay.
see where we need to update that event or not. Okay. So this is the trigger which we saved it, right? So in this, can you please read first line?
Trigger, pulsar, discount trigger. That means trigger class, trigger name on pulsar bike underscore C. That means custom object and before insert.
Okay. Wait. So first line you have done it right. So this bracket means that is paid. Okay. So this is the criteria, right?
Mm.
So here what we have learned in class. First, whenever we are writing the class, we start with class keyword.
Yes.
Same way, coming to the triggers, whenever we are writing the trigger, we start with triggers, and
Trigger.
next this will be the trigger name,
Yes.
and this is one keyword, on keyword. It shows us on which object this trigger is going to work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here we are writing object where this trigger has to work.
Maybe pulsar bike is a custom object, sir.
Yes, custom object, that is the reason double underscore c is coming. In case if
Okay.
it is standard
We
object,
use,
this double underscore c will not come.
no, no, we can use for standard objects
Yeah, we
also,
can
right?
use it for standard object also, no issues.
Okay.
Okay, and now this is, we can call it as event, trigger event.
Trigger event. Okay.
That means when it has to be happened. So for this criteria, before insert we gave, that means before saving the, I mean, once you save the record, I mean, before the saving the record means before there is no value. So when there is no value, you are entering the value, right? So that is the reason we are taking before insert. And we have trigger events, different events like before update, before delete, before after update, after insert. We have 7 events like that. We'll
Mm-hmm.
discuss in next class that one. Okay. And next line, here it is. Can you read this one?
Pulsar demonstration dot apply discount amount trigger dot new.
Okay.
That means
So there you are. And this is the
yes,
class.
yeah.
Okay.
Data
So
type,
can you
the
check class once again?
public static void apply discount and leave.
1 minute, 1 minute. So first, can you read out first line of the class?
Public class
Okay.
pulsar demonstration.
Yes.
That
Okay.
means
There you are. One minute. 1 minute. Here, what is meant by public? It's access specifier. And the class, you are telling to the Salesforce that you are going to write one class. This is the class name.
yeah, class.
That means here we are just giving class name and function name trigger.new. So this is the function name here. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So function name and class name, same thing we were applying in class earlier. Function name, class name, function name, and function parameter we used to write. Did you remember?
Yes, sir. Function
So
parameter we will
same
try.
thing we'll apply here. So
Okay.
class name and function name and trigger not new. Trigger not new means here it's like sender of the records. So whichever you are storing the records, whichever you are storing the records here, that will be saved here.
Okay.
Got it? That is not like 1 lakh 25, 1 lakh 23 will get saved here. How 1 lakh 23 will get saved means that logic will write here.
Okay.
Okay. So coming to the class. So trigger is completed, but in trigger we will not write any business logic.
Okay. We are just mentioned the
Yes,
where we are doing, where we have to do
yes, that's it. So that's what here we have discussed. They'll just catch the scenario and they'll throw to class. That's it.
station. Okay.
Okay. So now coming to the class. Public class pulsar demonstration. This is access specifier, and this is a class, and this is a class name, and there is a pair. It's done. So now class will be mixed of functions and variables.
Mm, very
So now we this is the access specifier. And static, why do we need to use static? To get the memory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And void function, we know what is a void, so which is not going to give any particular value.
Yes.
Okay. And this is function name,
Function name, apply
apply
discount.
discount amount. And
Mm-hmm.
here, this entire list, listen carefully, this one, we can tell that receiver of the records. Okay, let me give this one. If trigger.new, this is center of the record, and this line receiver of the records. Okay. So this one, generally will we used to update the what we can update here.
We have to update the pulsar bike.
We can update variable generally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So here we can update the variable on which variable, whichever we have the records in pulsar bike.
Mm-hmm.
So that means list of records we are going to store. List of record in the sense,
We can go with every record.
yes, entire information of
Enter
this particular record.
that particular record.
Okay. So for end, if you see, if you go with all the record, all the fields in the same record, what we can call a subject.
As subject.
You remember this, right? So
Yes, sir.
if you want to get all the information, all the fields in the same place, we can call it as a subject.
Subject.
So here same way, if you want to update a list of records for this object, you can go with list of pulsar bike, give space, and you can give variable name as variable pulsar list new. Okay. Here there is a problem. You may get doubt, why do we need to give in list of a subject?
List of a subject means we have to compare everywhere, every pulsar bike, whoever buy.
Yes. Here let me complete it. Here, instead of this line, instead of list of pulsar bike and where pulsar list view, we can give it like here like this also. 1 minute. We can give variable like this also. But if you give variable like this, what will be happen means, only one, when you are updating only one record, then this will be well and
Yes.
good. But once you created the trigger, we are not sure, either only we have only one user in the organization, that one user is going to update only one record. Can we make sure this? No, not sure. Because we'll be having more users. They may upload many records through data loader, through data loader, data import wizard. We have many tools to upload n number of records at a time, right? That time, if you go with single user like this, only one record will get update here. Only one record will get update. Remaining all the records will get throwing error.
Okay.
So that's the reason we are giving all S subject rightly.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
So till this line you understood. And
Yes.
this line we are starting with comments because of your understanding. I gave this line. So generally, once we have a variable, we need to have memory also, right, to store that variable.
Yeah. Mm.
But here it is not required. 1 minute.
Yeah.
It not required because just because of static keyword.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, we already have the
Yes,
memory for
we are
that.
already having global memory, so that is the reason we need not to we need not to give this line again.
Your new bad person.
Yes,
Okay.
and why trigger.new is collected in this list? Just now we have discussed this. Why do we need trigger.new means to collect the list of records? If you upload s objects, then only you can able to upload more records. If you give single variable,
Lining.
that's not possible to update all the records. Okay, and now coming to the business logic. So what is this?
Bad person.
List of collection. Uh,
Let's start.
okay, for loop and looping controlling the looping controlling. Did you remember
No, sir.
while loop, for loop, for each loop?
Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes,
that
yes.
formula here we are following.
Okay.
So for loop, and here object name you can give object name, and this is a subject variable, and list of records variable here.
Okay.
So here if you give like this, first record
We'll check.
they'll store here, and next it will goes to in this place, and it will give the result to us as per this line. But here for us we have few fields, not one or two fields, we have few fields in pulsar bike. So on which field it has to be stored, so that we can decide here.
Okay.
Okay, and this line, just remember this line, this is the variable. Okay, this is a variable, but why we gave where p? Any idea?
Where P.
Simple. Here, p letter indicates to this
Oh,
object first name. That's it.
oh, sorry. Okay.
They may give some other letter also, where a, where b, where c, but that will be get confused, unnecessarily confused. Confusion it will be create. So better you can take it as object first letter.
Okay.
Okay. So this line you understood, right? So pulsar
Yes,
bike
sir.
for each loop, pulsar bike and variable name and list of records here. And coming to the next line, here we are writing the condition. If where p dot price c less greater than or equal to 1 lakh.
100. Oh,
Okay, if it is greater than or equal to 1 lakh, then what should be
where?
happen? This price will
Where?
be less than 2000.
Yes.
Okay, so here you may get one doubt. Why do we need to give where p dot price?
Where P dot price. We
Yes,
already
simple.
mentioned this one.
That's what. Here we already mentioned this is a variable. That means this list of records. List of records of
Yes.
this object.
Yes.
So just you are telling to the Salesforce by giving this full stop, and after that you can adding field name. So what is the field name here? Price.
Price.
This is a custom field, right? So the result double underscore c will come. So whenever you are using the tickets, what you should do is just go back to here.
Guys. Person. Object.
Go to fields. So whenever you are giving any field update, don't give field label. Go with field name like this.
Oh, okay.
Just copy this and paste it. Don't go with this.
Okay.
Okay. Just copy this and paste here.
Okay,
So
sir.
if it is 1 lakh, what will be happen again? Where p dot price equal to where p dot price minus 2000 they gave.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now this is the page. In this page, we gave the business logic. This is the condition. This is the for loop.
Yes. So,
And again, what will be happen? Again, it goes to trigger.
okay.
Once it is satisfied, this value will get stored here, and again trigger will get start for new record.
Okay. If we want in the same class,
If you want, not in
in the
not
same
in same class, not on same object.
or not on the
This is
same
not
object.
related
Yeah.
to any class. This is related to object.
Okay.
So it is where it is working on records. It is working. So once that
Yes.
record is saved, that's what here I'm saying. Once that record is saved in database, again it goes to another record.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it, sir.
So
Mm.
now I'll create one more record.
Less than 1 lakh.
I'll give less than 1 lakh.
Mm. 95,000. Okay. We can give 99999.
Yes. Same 95.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
And for same trigger, okay, I have one doubt. So if it is 1 lakh, they're giving 2000
2000.
more than 1 lakh 2000. In case if you want to take one more condition, if it is less than, you need to give thousand rupees discount. You can apply that
Okay.
one also. But
Okay.
you need to get few more information about triggers in next two class. Then you can go with that logic also. So in case if you want to give like that, what you have to do?
If else,
Yes, if else. You need to give one more condition here. If else condition.
yes.
If it is greater than 1 lakh, this is the condition. If it is less than 1 lakh, this is the condition. Like that we need to give.
Yeah, we can give more than 1 lakh 2000 or less than one if it is
Yes.
1 lakh. Then
So now here list of integer or list of string. That means collection to store the primitive data. That means we need to, if we want to update single record, we'll go with the list of integer, list of string like that. But here,
okay.
if you give any list of particular object or this is the custom object, this is standard object. See here, we are not giving double underscore here for
Yes,
account.
let's first.
So if you give like this, if you see like this in any class, then you can understand it will be collection to store a subject data. A subject means entire that record.
Okay.
Entire this record we can call as a subject.
Okay.
So a subject means entire record of that object will be stored in the variable. So I
Okay.
have one doubt here.
Mm-hmm.
So in case if I want to get entire this information, Ramesh 250cc bike 95,000 Chennai. This information I want to fetch it from database. It will get stored here, right? that
Mm-hmm.
95,000 data. So
Mm-hmm.
if I want to fetch that data, how can I get it? Any idea?
We can go with the get option.
No, at least you are thinking now. That's very good. But here we'll be having another model called as DML statement. But okay, if you want to go with get, what you can give with get?
We can give the condition like S object,
Okay,
which object we need, and
okay,
what we can give the function like whatever, what the fields we
okay.
want.
Can you come back? A subject name you can give. After that,
After that, we can give the condition like what
you
field.
are near to the answer.
Oh, mm, we can give the trigger.
No.
No.
If you want
Uh,
to fetch this data, entire information, we can call it as a subject. How can we map this particular res object? With record ID, we can map it. Got it?
yes.
If you call
Yes, sir.
this record ID, then entire information will be getting it.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So a subject ID will be this one. If you go with this ID, you will be getting entire information: customer name, bike model, price, delivery location, etc. etc. Okay, so here while you are creating the trigger, first thing you have to decide event. That means when it should be happened, once after the inserting record or before updating the record, etc. etc. Here we gave before insert, before update, in the sense, if I give update here, why it is not
It
changing?
was because we did before that.
Yes, we gave only before insert. If you give before update or after update, sorry, after update, then it will work. So next class we'll discuss context variables. I mean events, and this trigger.new and trigger.old we can discuss. Not only trigger.new, trigger.old also will be having sender data.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So here any doubts as of now?
Mm-hmm. No, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow we can have a class for context variable. Context variable, in the sense, we have different scenarios. Once you understood this concept, then only you can understand context variable. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm closing the class for the day. So I'm just pasting this code and I'm sending the record to you through mail. Once you get the this triggered and class code, you can write by doing practice. Not only this code, you can go with another trigger. Then you can understand. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to close this call today.
Mm-hmm.